Well, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Steve Montelli, and guess what today is? Today is a new wallet review day. There's been a lack of wallet reviews here lately, but Phil from Ashland in Chicago contacted me a few weeks back and said, "Hey, how about a wallet? How would you like a wallet?" And I go, "Well, I'd like that a lot." So Phil, like I say, makes these wallets in Chicago, where he makes them out of shell Cordovan, and he's got many different types of wallets. So I'm looking through all the various wallets he has, and there's a lot of back pocket style wallets and a couple of smaller wallets. And I said, well, this is kind of a minimalist wallet thing. And he goes, and so I said, well, how about this wallet? And he goes, well, how about this one instead? And so I said, wow, that looks great. So this wallet is called Frank the Enforcer, okay? Frank the Enforcer, because all of his wallets are sort of gangster-themed names. What this is, okay, Horween Shell Cordovan. Okay, now this is a black wallet, but the way Phil makes them is he turned it inside out. And you can see on the inside it's black. Okay, you see the black shiny inside of this thing? Okay, this is the shell Cordovan. All right, and shell Cordovan is a top leather that Horween makes. So it's really cool the way he takes these and turns them inside out, basically puts the inside on the outside and puts the plain black on the inside. Now, pocket for cash here. I do not carry cash in these small wallets anymore. It's just not feasible for me to do that. So I'm not going to be loading it with cash today because it's not the way I do it. I carry the cash in a money clip now. But what I am going to do is put my real cards into it and show you how it goes with the amount of cards that I'm carrying now. And I'm carrying 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards nowadays. Okay, so there's a pocket here for cards. There's a couple of different pockets here for cards, and I'm going to put cards in the middle. But first, you know what? We're going to do the sniff test because you know how the sniff test is. I mean, it's the Montelli sniff test. And if you know anything about shell Cordovan leather, you're going to completely understand that. You're going to completely understand what a special leather this is. I mean, this is one of the best leathers in the world. Okay, I mean, just look up Horween leather, and they've been tanning leather in Chicago since 1901, and Phil is in Chicago, so I can imagine he gets the cream of the crop of leathers. I think these are hand-stitched. Let me see. Let's look. I don't know. I can't tell if there's... I can't tell hand-stitched or machine-stitched. Nonetheless, let's see if we can focus it in there. The Ashland logo right there, Chicago, Illinois. Horween, the stamp. This is the inside. Keep this in mind. This is the inside of the leather that he gets. Okay, so he cuts these out. I mean, there's got to be a waste of leather on this thing because he cuts these out with the whole Horween name. So there's got to be a little leather wasted on this, but nonetheless, beautiful wallet. Edges are burnished perfectly. Look at the shine on those edges. Look at that. Look at the shine. Check it out. Okay, let me give it the whiff. Let me give it the sniff, the whiff, the sniff of the whiff. Hold on. Okay, now this is the type of leather that you go, this is not some cheap Chinese leather. I mean, shell Cordovan, this thing smells just incredible. I mean, this smells like a great leather, and it is a great leather. I mean, it's a shell. And the shell, where they get that name is, it's basically horse butt leather, okay? And on the back of the horse, on both sides of the tail, okay, on sort of the horse ass, shall we say, that's where the shell leather is cut from on the hide, is back there. So it's, you don't get much shell leather when you do this kind of thing. Let me put my cards in it. Let me go off camera here for just a second. I'll put Phil's logo there for you to look at for just 1 second while I load the wallet with my cards. I tried to look for the other plastic cards, but I couldn't find them anywhere. So I got to use my real cards, so you just kind of like be cool there for a minute. All right, here we go. Now, I got 2 cards in this pocket. I got 3 cards in the center here, okay? And I got 1 card in each of these pockets. Now, this is truly a minimalist wallet. And when I looked on the website at all the different wallets, you know, Phil makes a lot of back pocket wallets too. And there were a couple of front pocket wallets. I said, well, how about this one? He goes, well, how about this one? And I hadn't seen this one really well yet. So I looked at it and I go, well, yeah, that looks like a good wallet. So this is how it fits with just cards, with just 7 cards in it. Now, like I say, I'm not going to put cash in it because I don't put cash in these small wallets anymore. It just doesn't really go with a small wallet. I mean, yeah, if you wanted to put a couple of 20s down in here, you know, just sort of some backup cash. But most of the time, I really have a hard time spending cash when I'm in the U.S. Now, this would not be a good traveling wallet because it doesn't hold cash, and I hold cash differently when I travel. And if you follow the other channel at all, you know that I travel around a bit. But hey, thank you to Phil for this, for sending it out. This was an unexpected treat. And I mean, this is Shell Cordovan. You know, these things, this is not going to be cheap, all right? I mean, Shell wallets made of this quality are not cheap. But it holds 7 cards really well. Done well, smells great, of course. You know, I can't tell on the stitching. Hand stitched or machine stitched. I can't tell. I don't know. I just don't know. Maybe I've lost my touch. I'm not sure. But I do see right in here where the edges have been fire sealed. I see that right at the top there. You can see that clearly. So, you know, I'm not sure. Hand stitched, machine stitched, whatever it is, it's a great leather. And anyway, this is the Frank the Enforcer. God, hopefully I got that right. Frank the Enforcer from Ashland Leather in Chicago. And the link will be in the description box for you. And thanks once again to Phil for sending this out. What a beautiful, beautiful piece of work. All right, I'll talk to you all later.